Hello, my name is Jessica Gervino. This video is for I Love Kickboxing corporate headquarters in New York. I was given a list of questions to answer via live video, so we are live. I will try to make this as painless as possible. Question number one, why would I be a good fit for this job? Hands down, dating back to my roots of where I started in my fitness career, I managed, trained, and worked at a kickboxing studio in the northwest suburbs of Chicago. But even before I worked there, and grew within the company, I started as a member. I fell in love with the workout. The combination between martial arts and a heart pumping, cardio workout is so efficient. It sells itself. Unfortunately, I had to detach myself from the company. Things just didn't run the way that they used to. The owner kind of separated himself and, put things into our hands where we were kind of incapable of it, So it was sad to let go. So having found I Love Kickboxing, kind of clicked in my head, hey, this company looks like they have a lot more structures in place, and then again, it's bringing me back to where I started and where I loved and, what I loved doing and, where I was the most comfortable. So why am I looking for a new position? I'm looking for a position to actually accommodate my part-time schedule. I'm a personal trainer, but as I'm learning, training is pretty inconsistent. You have your good weeks and you have your bad weeks. And, so having, turned 26 this year, life kind of got a little bit serious, as far as, being independent. So, I'm looking to find some more structure in my life, having that set schedule, having that set income, things like that, benefits, that it all comes into play, the older that you get. So definitely just looking for, keyword structure. I guess brings me to the next question, what I dislike about working at my previous job. Absolutely nothing. I loved it. I fell in love with it. It was just the poor ownership because, I was the manager. So, it was just the stressful day-to-day things of not being able to do, what I wanted to do to make that place great, budget wise and things like that. So, it was a good start in my career and, moving forward, I had to make the ultimate decision to, just say that this isn't enough. I'm not deserving of this. So it was very hard to let go. What are some of the ways I deliver top-notch customer service? I think some of the best ways to deliver top-notch customer service is, relating to each individual, each member as an individual, knowing them by their first name and relating to their lives. Hey, how was the wedding? Vacation's coming up. Are you ready? Things like that. On a daily basis, I would just say, good customer service is all about making them feel like they're making the decisions. They have the choices. Efficiently working in a friendly manner and a good attitude and knowledge, I think is, pretty big on separating one business from the next. So next question, how do you create rock star employees? I think the first rule when it comes to rock star employees is communication, having communication. And I learned this back, in sales and then, throughout my career is that open door policy. I think that the more that your employees feel comfortable about you, the less, they're going to be, on edge about wanting to come to you if they have a problem, if they're stressed out or, they need to ask you something. They have that comfort and they know that you're there for them and you're there to listen. So, honestly, I love to use Google as an example. They are they're rock star employees and they're happy employees. So they did a survey with other employees and they asked them, what was it that they valued about their job? And, it wasn't salary, it wasn't benefits. It was the fact that they had bosses that they were able to make time for, one-on-one meetings. And, they helped them through puzzling, troubling situations without, dictating answers. They, asked questions and the ones that took the time, and interest in their employees' day-to-day lives and careers. So that's huge. That's very, it's key. How do I stay inspired? Good question. The motivating force in my life has always come from the drive for success, the desire for happiness, and the heart to help people. It's why I started and am doing what I'm doing, helping people, training people, changing their lives, from the inside out. I think being able to inspire people to become the best person they can be in every aspect of their life is so rewarding. Through my personal ups and downs, I've just learned that perseverance, dedication, and hard work to something that you love will help you, be able to achieve what you thought might not have been possible. What makes a good leader? To save some time, I like to talk. I have 3 bullet points. I think 3 things that make up a good leader would be model the behavior that you want to see, connect to the people that you're leading, and involve them as much as possible. Name a time that I had a conflict among employees. This is a good one. Hard to decide which one to say. Would be when I was managing the gym. This place was awesome. It was great. But we created a very laid back, comfortable environment where you really wouldn't feel like you're going to work. I took care of, the payroll, the scheduling. There wasn't a place to even clock in. So they would get there, drop their gym bags, and, until there was a class or a client, there was just no structure. There was nothing, and I wouldn't say it was my fault. It was created way in the beginning, and I kind of jumped in saying, let's see if I can, save this place. So going back to what I was saying, comfortable, laid back environment. I had an employee who would come up, show up 5 minutes before class was going to start, or, not even show up and assume that there's people there. And so, the class will be fine. So it was really just sitting them down and, separating myself from manager and friend and saying, hey, I know that we, created this environment where it doesn't really feel like a job, but it is. And, we have to take this place for what it is, which is a professional business. People are paying us to be here to train. And, if there's no one there to train, it just looks bad. The conversation ended well. It never happened again. But honestly, throughout my career and, dealing with circumstances and conflictions, I think it's just not what you say, it's how you say it that will really help overcome the situation. Having a plan, sticking to it, knowing, what you're going to do, staying strong throughout it, and, saying it in a way that they're going to, you're going to get your point across, and not scare them away. Which takes me to the next question. Have I led a team of people? I have, and I love it. I'm so glad I did. It gave me so much experience to where I'm confident enough to, apply for a position where I know that I could do it again. So I'm really glad that I did that. My experience with marketing and social media, I personally have my own Facebook and Instagram page. When I managed there, I was admin of their Facebook as well. So, the biggest thing and the most important thing is just to keep the page alive. Keep posting something, whether it's a workout, a workout of the day, client trainer workout, positive quotes, member of the month, member spotlights, what are we doing this month? We're green today, different things like that. Just getting them involved, getting the members involved, getting the word out there, keeping the page alive, keeping it consistent. I think the more that people see, what's going on or see consistency throughout, their own feed, they are going to be more interested in, finally clicking on it one day, or just wanting to come on board with the exciting things that we have to offer. What would I do for fun? What do I do for fun? I wouldn't call myself a workhorse. However, what I do is my fun. I love what I do. My favorite saying is love what you do and you'll never work a day in your life. And that's just the model that I lead. That's my life. And I wouldn't ever trade it for the world. I love the challenge. I love the differences day to day, the new people every day that I'm meeting, inspiring, and it's my fun. It's what I do. I am human though, so I do get out. I'm a homebody, so just spending time with my family and friends that mean the most to me, and doing things that bring us together, or make me laugh. I love laughing, and enjoying life's moments, because life is really short. So just having the free time to do what I love, whether it's working or being with the people that I love. The difference between praise and motivation, I'm running out of time. Motivation, I believe, is a reason or reasons to want something done, to get something done, you know, and your praise is going to be that expression of something that you did. So, you know, it's that motivational meeting, you know, with your team in the morning, Monday morning, every morning, whatever whatever suits you. And at the end of the week or the end of the day, that praise, hey, we did a great job, our numbers went up, you know, this, and that. So they both go hand in hand together, motivating people, praising people at the same time. And you know, that just all comes back to that leading a great team and having a team of rockstar employees. Two current personal goals of mine, last question, would be both of them. You know, number one it was what I said is, you know, continue to help people find their own drive for success and passion and happiness, you know, to be the best person they can be in and out of, you know, in every aspect of their life, and hands down. And number two would be myself. Continue to educate myself and, you know, grow and succeed in everything that I do and be consistently happy. You know, it's a hard thing to do. Life has its ups and downs, and, you know, it's just learning that we control our mindset and, you know, just sticking to that and knowing that we have control of our happiness, our sad days, our stressful days, or in any situation. You know, it's all up here. You know, it's something that it doesn't take overnight to learn, but, you know, continuing to learn it every day and to teach it is my ultimate goal. So that's it for the questions. I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for your time, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.